Welcome to the heart of Zurich. A sleek Lamborghini glides past, turning heads with its roar. Surrounding us are luxury boutiques, vibrant shopping districts, and the energy of a city that never slows down. We step off the train into the heart of Zurich. The doors slide open and a cool breeze greets us. Ahead, the city's pulse is alive. Our first sight? The elegant Gucci storefront, its gleaming windows reflecting the energy of the bustling streets. Shoppers move in and out, carrying bags filled with high-end fashion. We take a slow stroll forward, absorbing the atmosphere. The scent of fresh pastries drifts from a nearby cafe. Laughter and conversation fill the air as locals and tourists enjoy their meals. We push open the door to a cozy restaurant, where the clinking of glasses and soft chatter create a warm, inviting ambience. The aroma of rich coffee and Swiss delicacies lingers as waiters weave through the tables, carrying steaming plates of food. Stepping back outside, we find ourselves near the tram tracks. The gentle hum of an approaching tram blends with the city's rhythm. We cross the street, entering an area lined with perfumeries. The displays sparkle under the soft afternoon light, showcasing rows of beautifully bottled fragrances. Shoppers pause to sample scents, while well-dressed attendants offer recommendations. Continuing our journey, we pass by an exquisite jewelry store. Diamonds and gold glisten behind thick glass cases, inviting those with a taste for luxury. A few steps ahead, we reach a busy intersection. Cars pause, then glide through the streets, their polished exteriors reflecting the city's grandeur. The vehicles here, not your everyday rides. Luxury brands dominate the roads: sleek Mercedes, roaring Ferraris, and a Lamborghini parked just outside an upscale boutique. Moving through the crowd, we spot a series of souvenir shops. Trinkets, Swiss watches, and handcrafted ornaments fill the shelves. Tourists sift through collections of keychains, cowbells, and embroidered textiles, each one a piece of Zurich to take home. But then, something catches our eye: a gleaming silver Lamborghini, parked majestically in front of a designer store. A few onlookers pause to admire its aerodynamic curves, snapping photos as the city flows around them. The contrast is striking: the modern supercar against Zurich's historic streets. We press on, the energy of the city never fading. The elegant storefront of Bahnhofstrasse stands ahead, its minimalist design oozing sophistication. Just beyond, the Hermes boutique, where leather goods and haute couture line the shelves. We take a turn down a quieter alleyway, where the crowds thin, revealing hidden boutiques and artisanal shops. A hidden gem in the heart of a city that thrives on luxury and tradition. Emerging from the narrow street, we find ourselves in a vast square. The space opens up, a refreshing contrast to the dense shopping district. People sit in small groups, chatting beneath oversized umbrellas that provide shade from the soft afternoon sun. The sounds of street musicians echo, adding a rhythmic charm to the atmosphere. We turn down another path, leading us toward the river. The scene shifts tranquil, picturesque. The water flows gently, reflecting the historic buildings that line its banks. Along the riverside, cafes have set their tables, inviting visitors to sit and enjoy the view. Couples sip wine, groups of friends share laughter, and travelers pause to capture the moment. We continue along the waterfront, reaching the river's end. Turning back, we take in the stunning view: the long stretch of water, flanked by Zurich's classic architecture. A stone bridge stands at the center, connecting both sides of the city. Its arches rise gracefully over the water, a symbol of Zurich's timeless beauty. As we make our way back, the city's movement never stops. The streets are alive with people, with luxury cars gliding past. Each turn, each moment, is a glimpse into Zurich's unique blend of old-world charm and modern-day luxury. As we leave the riverside behind, the city's heartbeat grows stronger. The hum of conversation, the distant chime of tram bells, the soft murmur of footsteps on cobblestone all blend into a symphony of urban life. We pass another row of boutique shops, their displays elegantly arranged, showcasing handcrafted watches, Swiss chocolates, and fine leather goods. A turn down a side street reveals a hidden cafe, its outdoor seating filled with locals sipping espresso and flipping through newspapers. The scent of freshly baked croissants drifts through the air. A waiter gracefully maneuvers through the tables, delivering steaming cups of coffee. Back on the main road, we notice the golden glow of streetlights beginning to flicker on, casting a warm hue over the historic buildings. The luxury cars are still gliding through the streets, their polished surfaces reflecting the twinkling city lights. As we walk further, Zurich continues to unveil its layers of perfect blend of sophistication, culture, and timeless beauty. The city's pulse slows as the evening settles in. The glow of storefronts illuminates the streets, reflecting off the smooth pavement. A violinist stands at the corner, his music weaving through the crisp night air, drawing in passers-by who pause to listen. Across the street, a chocolatier's window displays delicate Swiss truffles, their glossy surfaces catching the light. Nearby, a family steps out of a perfume boutique, their hands carrying small, elegantly wrapped packages. The tram glides past once more, its windows revealing glimpses of quiet passengers heading home or to their next destination. The journey continues. The city unfolds before us as we move along the streets of Zurich. The hum of the car's engine blends with the distant chatter of pedestrians and the occasional chime of a tram bell. We arrive at Bahnhofstrasse, Zurich's most famous shopping street, lined with luxury brands and architectural elegance. The moment the car slows, the sights shift into focus. Towering buildings of old-world charm stretch upwards, their ornate facades glowing softly in the evening light. The car comes to a stop, time to step out and explore. As soon as our feet touch the pavement, we are swept into the rhythm of the city. The Grand Münsterhof Square is just ahead, its historic charm standing timeless against the crisp evening air. We cross the bustling square, blending into the slow-moving crowd. The bridge ahead is alive with footsteps, voices, and the occasional cyclist weaving through. Below, the calm river reflects the golden lights of the surrounding buildings, mirroring Zurich's tranquil elegance. As we step off the bridge, the sound of an approaching tram fills the air. The sleek vehicle glides past, its interior warmly lit, revealing passengers wrapped in coats, lost in thought or conversation. On either side of the street, the city's social heart beats steadily. Cafes and restaurants spill their glow onto the sidewalks, where groups of people sit under oversized umbrellas, sipping hot drinks, engaged in quiet laughter. Steam rises from cups, vanishing into the cold air. Moving forward, the streets narrow, leading us deeper into the heart of Zurich's shopping district. Storefronts glisten with high-end fashion, delicate jewelry, and exquisite pastries displayed like pieces of art. A chocolatier's window showcases rows of meticulously crafted truffles, their glossy surfaces reflecting the light. Just a few steps away, a bakery releases the warm scent of fresh bread and sweet confections, drawing in passers-by with an irresistible pull. As we venture further, the streets tighten, the crowd thickens, the energy shifts. Here, the pathways are narrower, the air filled with overlapping conversations and the occasional clink of glasses from a nearby bar. People weave through the walkways, each on their own journey, yet moving as part of the same dance of the city. The contrast is striking. A few turns back, the streets were spacious, the crowd relaxed. Now it is a maze of movement, a flowing current of people. A sudden turn leads us to a quieter road, the noise fades. The street stretches ahead, almost empty, lined with buildings yet to close their doors for the night. Fewer shops, fewer people, a moment to breathe. The glow of streetlights flickers softly on the cobblestones, and for a moment, Zurich feels like a hidden world waiting to be discovered. But the city calls us forward. The path ahead opens into a wide square, surrounded by towering buildings with windows glowing against the night sky. People gather in small circles, some standing, some sitting beneath large canopies, their conversations forming a low murmur that blends into the city's soundscape. Another bridge looms ahead, its silhouette stretching over the river. We step onto it, feeling the weight of history beneath our feet. The water below moves slowly, catching the shimmer of passing headlights. Across the bridge, another side of the city awaits. The architecture remains timeless, yet the energy shifts again. The streets are broader here, lined with grand buildings that speak of Zurich's wealth and tradition. Luxury boutiques stand proudly, their interiors gleaming with designer goods and exclusive collections. The sidewalks here are pristine, the display windows flawless. Moving through, we notice the cars. Not just any cars, but sleek, powerful machines. A Lamborghini stands parked near a boutique entrance, its polished surface gleaming under the city lights. Nearby, other high-end vehicles line the street, their presence a quiet testament to the affluence of this district. Even the parking spaces seem curated, reserved for only the most luxurious of automobiles. Continuing, we weave through a mix of broad avenues and intimate side streets. The city's layout plays like a symphony, shifting between grand displays of wealth and hidden pockets of charm. The wind carries a bite, reminding us of the season. Trees stand bare, their branches reaching toward the sky like silhouettes against the buildings. The air is crisp, the cold settling in. The journey brings us to a familiar name, Dior. A storefront bathed in elegance, its window displays meticulous, each item placed with precision. Not far from it, a jewelry store shines brightly, its golden glow spilling onto the pavement. Each piece inside tells a story of craftsmanship, of exclusivity, of timeless beauty. We move on, the road widens, opening into a parking area. Rows of luxury cars rest in their spots, their presence effortless yet imposing, a silent gallery of automotive perfection. As we walk forward, the city continues its silent performance. The night deepens, but Zurich never truly sleeps.